Vacha evam abhyarthito aditya kastama smayanniva aho maya vanam vishnu masneha badam idam jagat. Sri Shukha Vacha, Shukha Goswami said, evam in this way, abhyarthita being requested Aditya by Aditi kaha Kashyapni kam and ah said Ismayan is smiling Eva just like oh alas Maya Balam, the influence of the illusory energy Vishnu of Lord Vishnu Sneha Patam, influenced by this affection idam this jagat whole world. Sukdev Goswami continued, when Kashyap Muni was thus requested by Aditi, he slightly smiled. Sorry. Okay. So when Kashyap Muni heard, okay, Aditi is requesting like this, slightly he smiled, and alas, he said, how powerful. Now this words of Kashyap is very, very powerful. Okay. Similarly, in the sixth canto, when she spoke to another wife, Diti, that time also, sorry, Kashyapa spoke to Diti. That time also, his words were very, very important. And again, now he is going to speak to another wife. Wife is always asking some kind of demand, and he's trying to give knowledge, but nobody is listening. Okay, so he's saying, alas, how powerful is the illusory energy of Lord Vishnu, Maya. How powerful is Maya, by which the entire world is bound by affection for children. Okay, so this is called Maya. Okay, so he's saying, see how powerful is this Maya, illusory energy of Krishna, that the entire world is bound by affection for children. Yeah. Another place in third canto, Lord Kapila is saying, how powerful is this Maya of Krishna in the form of woman, that just by blinking the eyebrow, she can control the whole world. Right? So Maya is so powerful, it can come in any form. Here it is said, affection for children. Who will say it is wrong? Being affectionate to our own child, what is wrong in that? But this is also can be Maya. It can also take one away from Krishna. Kashyap Muni was surely sympathetic to his wife's affliction, yet he was surprised at how the whole world is influenced by affection. Okay. क्वा देहो भौतिको नात्मा क्वा चात्मा प्रकृते परा तस्य के पति पुत्राद्या मोह एव ही कारणम. Okay. Qua, where is Deha, this material body? Bhautika, made of five elements. Anatma, not the spirit soul. Qua, where is Cha, also Atma, the spirit soul. Prakriti, to the material world. Paraha, transcendental Kasya, of whom K, who is Pati, husband, Putra, Adya, the son, or son, and so on. Moha, illusion, Eva, indeed, he certainly. Karanam, cause. Kashyap Muni continued. This is 19th sloka. Okay. Kashyap Muni continued. What is the material? What is this material body made of five elements? It is different from the spirit soul. Indeed, the spirit soul is completely different from the material elements from which the body is. Completely different. Okay, Atma is completely different. But because of bodily attachment, one is regarded as a husband or son. Only because of bodily attachment. These relationships are illusory, are caused by misunderstanding. Some people are saying because of misunderstanding, relationship breaks. But here the relationship itself is a misunderstanding. Why? Because you are thinking this is your husband, this is your son. Actually, all are Atma, no connection. Everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. And you are thinking that this is my husband or my son only because of bodily connection. Okay. So let's see what Prabhupada says. The spirit soul, Atma or Jiva, is certainly different from the body, which is combination of five material elements. This is a simple fact. But it is not understood unless one is spiritually educated. Kashyap Muni met his wife Aditi in the heavenly planets, but the same misconception extends throughout the entire universe and is also here on earth. So even the heavenly planets are not aloof from Maya. There are also these kind of illusory concepts are there, bodily concepts. So there are different grades of living entities, but all of them are more or less under the impression of the bodily conception of many, even so-called religionists also in the bodily concept of life. Big leaders, they are in body concept of life. My country, my people, my caste. What is this bodily concept? How come it is your country? Because you took birth here, so it became your country. Next birth, you will go to some other country, other planet, other universe, even get changed. How can you say it's my country? How long? People are saying my nation. Okay, your age is 25. Before 25, whose nation is born? And what was your nation? We don't know. So this is our bodily connection. Okay, somebody was crying and like this. I said, why you are crying for your son or daughter? Said, how old it is? Your son is a 4-year old. Before 4 year, where he was? Have you ever thought my son or my daughter where they were before they took birth as my son or daughter? Like 4 year old your son, where he was before 4 years? He was not existing. He was existing. Always he was existing. Because Atma is Sanatana. He was always existing. So where he was? He was somewhere. He was being called somebody's son. Now you are calling your son. After some time he will die and he will be called some other person. So what is this? It's all illusory thing. We are getting unnecessary trouble, illusion. So there are different grades of living entities, but all of them are more or less under the impression of the bodily concept. Many people are in this bodily conception of life. In other words, all living entities in this material world are more or less devoid of spiritual education. So why they are in bodily concept of life? Because they have no spiritual education. The Vedic civilization, however, is based on spiritual education. The spiritual education is the spiritual basis on which Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna. That is why we are having already Bhagavad Gita sessions. So their whole conversation, Krishna started with this first knowledge. What is that? That you are not body, you are soul. Come to the first understanding that we are soul. Because 90% problems are over. I mean, they are not at all existing. Once we start thinking that actually, not start thinking only, but start realizing that actually we are soul. 90% problems are not at all there then. They are only there because I am thinking I am this body. You can just, you may not be able to realize. Okay, we may not be able to realize at this moment of time, but just try to think that okay, I'm not this body, I'm this eternal soul, servant of Krishna. Then everything will get changed. I said one other day also, na, ki once you understand your identity, everything gets changed, na? Right? Everything gets changed. So that's why Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita and it starts with the knowledge of soul. That's why the whole Vedic civilization is based on this concept, the spiritual education. And if there is no spiritual education, everything is, then everybody is in Maya, under the influence of ignorance. That's why earlier, many times you might have seen that education, Vidya, Vidyalaya. School is called Vidyalaya, Vidyapeeth, right? That's what they call. So what is that? Vidyalaya means where Vidya is given. And what is that Vidya? Vidya is this physics, chemistry, math, biology. Is this Vidya? Or sine cos theta, is this Vidya? Pythagoras, is this Vidya? Integration, all this. Is this Vidya? Making long chemical reactions, this is Vidya? No, this is not Vidya. This is called Avidya. If you want to know what is called Vidya and what is called Avidya, you have to read Ishwar very properly. You understand the difference between Vidya and Avidya? Many people are learning Avidya. Okay, and you might have heard that all the parents, Mata Shatru Pita Veri Yen Valo Na Patita, all the parents, Mata Shatru Pita Veri, mother and father, they are like enemies. If Yen Valo Na Patita, if they are not giving education to their children, so they are enemies. This is said. But what kind of education is being taught here? What is that education? Here are the scriptures and saintly personalities are saying that the education is this physics, chemistry, math, biology is this. If you are not teaching your children this education, you are their enemies. No, they are not talking about this education. They are talking about the vidya. This means spiritual education, the knowledge of soul, the knowledge of God, knowledge of relationship of soul with God. Right? How to serve God? What is the process to serve God? What is the prayojan? What is the goal of this process? This is called spiritual education, vidya. So vidyalaya means this education should be should be taught there. Now, this education, the education of Krishna, the knowledge of Krishna, the knowledge of soul, the knowledge of relationship between soul and God, Krishna. Vidyapeeth, Vidyalaya. This is the meaning. You know? Not like you're just going and learning there how to eat, how to sleep, how to mate, how to defend. That's not Vidya. Why that is not Vidya? Because even that animal knows. Animal knows how to eat. Animal knows how to produce children. Animal knows how to give training to the children. So many parents are so proud that they have given a wonderful education to their parents. But what is that education? Even a dog will give that education, that how to eat, how to protect, how to have sex. Even a dog is teaching. You know? You can see this discovery in other channels. Even lion is teaching their cubs how you have to attack, how you have to protect yourself, how to find a place to sleep. They will teach, and that's what humans are teaching their children. So what is the great they are doing as human compared to animals? Right? This is all the animals are teaching. Okay, a fish will teach how to swim in the water, right? Birds will teach their kids how to fly. You know? Same way, a software engineer is teaching his son how to become software engineer. So what is the use? So humans, they should teach their children how to become devotee of Krishna. That is called vidya. And this vidya, this spiritual education starts with first lesson. What is that? Dehino yasmin yatha dehe kamumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhīras tatra namuhyati. Okay, so Krishna starts his um, speech to Arjuna with this particular verse. As the embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. There's nothing much happening, just the change of body. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change. Dhiras tatra namuhyati. So a self-realized soul will not get bewildered. Okay, this we have to learn. Spiritual education doesn't mean just you go temple and just do some here, there, some ritualistic things and come back. No, spiritual education means it should change your consciousness. It should change your thought. It should change the way you think. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, actually, what do you want to do in the world? He said, I want to change the way world thinks. I want to change the way world think, the thinking process, because people are thinking on the concept of body, and Prabhupada said, I want to make them think on the concept of soul. Okay, so unfortunately, this spiritual education is completely absent from modern civilization. No one understands his real self-interest, which lies with the spirit soul, not with the material body. People are thinking wrongly. They are thinking that they are actually the goal of life is to settle in America or to marry a Miss World or enjoy sex or have drugs uh, or roam here there, see all the world and this that, travel, eat. So they are actually, everybody is trying to do these four things only: eating, sleeping, mating, defending, which are actually same in animals. But humans are thinking that they are doing in more sophisticated way, but they are not. Because which animal? Fish do not want to sit in your AC room and have dinner. No, fish want inside water only. So if you are eating inside AC room, there is no proud. There is no need of being proud, because bird also don't want. Animal, lion is happy in jungle. He's not happy in your um, this apartment or like that. So all the animals are happy in their situation. So they are like that. Okay. So humans are especially meant for spiritual education. But unfortunately, in today's world, people don't know what is spiritual education. They don't know what is the self-interest. The self-interest is only to serve Krishna, but they are serving others because they cannot remain without serving anyone. One must serve because that's the nature. To serve is the nature of soul. So if they are not serving Krishna, they have to serve someone. So somebody serving their boss, somebody serving their wife, somebody serving their husband, somebody serving their children, somebody serving their society, somebody serving their government, and somebody has no one to serve. So they are serving their dog because they cannot remain without serving. They have to serve somebody. So the intelligent person is not serving all these. He's serving Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Makes sense? Education means spiritual education, to work hard, in the bodily conception of life without spiritual education is to live like an animal. Nayam deho deh bhajam nirloke kashtan kaman arhate vidhujam. People are working so hard simply for bodily comforts without education regarding the spirit soul, just for bodily comfort. Thus they are inviting in a and thus they are living in a very risky civilization. Or it is a fact that the spirit soul has to transmigrate from one body to another. Tatha deha. We are becoming so fool that we are not able to understand this real fact that I have to die. Everyone died till now, and everybody will die. Okay, big kings died, so I also have to die. Everyone has to die. So then why, for what you are doing? Okay, just do whatever is needed just to keep soul and body together and give whole life for service of Krishna. Okay, that's the main it is. But are not understanding. They are thinking there may be some excuse for me. I may not have to die, and they are keep accumulating, right? So without spiritual education, people are kept in dark ignorance and do not know what will happen to them after the annihilation of the present body. Nobody knows. They are working blindly, and blind leaders are directing them. Anda yathandair upaniya manas te apishatantrayam kurudamini baddha. A foolish person does not know that he is completely under the bondage of material nature, and that after death, material nature will impose upon him a certain type of body which he will have to accept. They don't know. Foolish people. He does not know that although in his present body he may be a very important man, he may next get the body of an animal. They don't know. Or a tree, because of his ignorant activities in the modes of material nature. Therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement ISKCON is trying to give the true light of spiritual existence to all living entities. That's why ISKCON class, mainly they will focus that you must learn the basic, that you are not the body, you are the soul. Forget about the higher thing. First learn the basic. Okay. This movement, ISKCON, is not very difficult to understand, and people must take advantage of it, or it will save them from the risky life of irresponsible. Okay, Text 20. So let me tell you one wonderful thing today, that generally it used to get disconnected by this time when this 40 minute is over. So today's it is now no more, it is going to be disconnected now. Okay, because one of the attendees here in the session from Mumbai, Priya Mataji, has sponsored the licensed version of June. So there won't be any more disconnection in between. So we thank her from our heart, and especially I prayed in Sridham Vrindavan for her at the lotus feet of Shishi Nitai Gaur Sundar Sri Krishna Ram Lalita Vishaka and Radha Shyam Sundar and Giriraj Govardhan, that soon her spiritual desire get fulfilled. She gets the opportunity to visit Vrindavan, and she always remains in the wonderful association of devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for doing all this wonderful service. Krishna will definitely bless you, and you are supporting Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam will definitely remove all the inauspiciousness from your life. Okay, your life will become completely auspicious with the mercy of Krishna. Okay, Srila Prabhupada will be very, very pleased with you, because here we discuss his purports, we read line by line. Prabhupada is very happy with the people who are reading his books regularly. Okay, specifically. So you are helping in this great cause. So definitely Srila Prabhupada will bless you. Okay. Bhagavatam also says that Bhagavatam itself gives us instruction that we should serve Bhagavatam every day. Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. So you are also serving and assisting in this great cause of Bhagavatam. Okay, fulfilling the instruction of Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam will definitely bless. So you and Ritika Madhuri, both of you, I am very thankful to all to both of you. Kindly accept my pranam at you. Hare Krishna. Text 20. उपतिष्ठस्व पुरुषं भगवन्तं जनार्दनं सर्वभूतगुहावासं वासुदेवं जगद्गुरुं. Upatishtatsva, just try to worship Purusham, the Supreme Person, Bhagavantam, the personality of Godhead, Janardanam, who can kill all the enemies, Sarvabhutabhuvasam, living within the core of the heart of everyone, Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Krishna, who is all pervading and is the son of Vasudeva, Jagat Guru, the spiritual master and teacher of the whole world. Further, okay, so he said in the previous sloka that you should not get in this material illusory things like my son, my father, and all. And then he's saying further, my dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of everything, who can subdue everyone's enemies, and who sits within everyone's heart. Krishna. You forget all these things. What is this? Come to bhakti and do bhakti, devotional service to Krishna. What is this? My son, this, that. Okay, come to bhakti. Only that Supreme Person, Krishna or Vasudev, can bestow all auspicious benediction upon everyone. You are asking me, you come, you do bhakti. Krishna can give you all the benediction. Okay, something similar kind of instruction what Dhruva's mother Suniti gave to Dhruva. Are, what you are asking me? I am not at all qualified. I am not at all capable to give you anything. So only Hari can give you. So you go and worship Hari. So here Kashyap is also saying that you worship Krishna in devotional service. Krishna, Vasudev, he can bestow all auspicious benediction upon everyone. Why? Because he is the supreme master of the universe. Okay, so with these words, Kashyap Muni tried to pacify his wife, Aditi. So Aditi made her appeal to her material husband. Now Prabhupada is writing here, Aditi made her appeal to her material husband. Okay, so in we have one great sannyasi Maharaj. He also says if he sees anybody, his family members, so he will introduce like this one. This is my material brother. This is my brother with my bodily connection. He says like that. Of course, that is nice, but actually, a material relative cannot do anything good for anyone. Just listen carefully. Actually, a material relative cannot do anything good for anyone. Sometimes when you are in some situation, they will come and they will say, you do this, do this, do this. It is good for you. We are your relative. We are your well-wisher. You please do this thing. Arey, wow, how can you become our well-wisher? You don't know your own good first of all. You don't know what is good for your own self. Then how you will know what is good for me? Right? You are thinking these bodily things are good for me, but they will say, no, you are my son, you are my relative, you are my wife, you are my daughter. Please do it for us. And for mother, you cannot do this thing. I'm your mother. I'm your this. I'm your that. Please do it for my thing and for my happiness. You do. And when you will do this thing, and you'll get trapped in my material miseries, then nobody will come to help you. You have to alone struggle. Okay, that time nobody will come as such to help you. Okay, so that's how material world works. Okay, so Prabhupada is saying truly, actually, material relative cannot do anything good for him. What else they can do? Can they save us from death? Okay, any relative or any family member can say, okay, don't take this person, I will die for you. And nobody can do that. Okay, death is very difficult. Okay, come little low. And okay, at least old days they can change na, for us. I don't want to become old. You are my dear wife. Please take my old days. Is it possible? Eh? Or you are my dear son. Eh? Is it possible? Right? So, some cases, if you are really powerful like that, it may happen. But nobody. The point is, who is willing to give? Now you are young, eh, and you are telling to uh, your some relative, okay, you are my really well wisher. Please give me your young age. I don't want to become old. Right? Nobody will give. Okay, at least disease they can change. Okay, you don't be diseased. Give your disease to me. Even though somebody will say that, how it is possible? So that's why Prabhupada is saying nobody can do actually good to us. Material family, material relative, they are just materially on. Our real welfare only Krishna knows, Guru knows, because they are seeing us through soul point of view. They are not seeing you from material point of view. Okay, they are not seeing anybody from material point of view. They are my brother and Prabhupada. That's why some they will do more good for others also, because they are seeing the whole world as their family. They want to do welfare for everyone. Why? Because they have no discrimination. This is my countryman, so I will give him. This is not my countryman. This is my family man. No, they are seeing only everybody as son of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. So they are serving all. That's why we should take shelter only from a devotee, spiritual master, guru, because they are seeing us from the spiritual point of view, not from material point of view. Right? Sometimes people are very happy, when a boy is in the need of some help, nobody helps. When a girl is in the need, 100 people will come. They are seeing from material point of view. Because this so contaminated idea. But a spiritual personality, they are just seeing from a spiritual point of view. Bhagavad Gita says that Pandita Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmani Kavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samdarshina. Learned person, Brahmin, cow, elephant, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmani Kavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva, dog, and Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha, and the dog eater. All these categories, Pandita Samdarshina. A learned person, Pandit, will see everybody as equal vision. Okay, Bhagavad Gita is teaching this equal vision, but some people have got some idea that Bhagavad Gita is dividing. Bhagavad Gita is making people to fight. Bhagavad Gita is a religious book. Where it is mentioned, Bhagavad Gita is never saying that other religion people should kill. No, Bhagavad Gita is saying you see everybody as equal. Pandita Samdarshina. If you are really Pandit, you will see everybody as equal. The Son of God, part and parcel of Krishna. Okay, so actually, material relative cannot do anything good to us. If anything good can be done, it is done by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudev. Therefore, Kashyap Muni advised his wife Aditi to begin worshipping Lord Vasudev, who is situated in everyone's heart. Okay. Similarly, Suniti said, "We can, even though I am your mother, what I can do for you? Nothing. Go and worship Krishna. He can do. If a relative, your mother, father, parent, relative, whoever, if they give such kind of advice, then they are really your relative. They are really your well-wisher. They want your welfare. Okay. He is the friend of everyone and is known as Janardhan because he can kill all enemies. Okay. There are three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And above material nature, transcendental to material nature, is another existence which is called Suddha Sattva. In the material world, the mode of goodness is considered the best. But because of material contamination, even the mode of goodness is sometimes overpowered by the mode of passion and ignorance. But when one transcends the competition between these modes and engages himself in devotional service, he rises above the three modes of material nature. In that transcendental position, one is situated in pure consciousness. Sattvam Visuddham Vasudev Sabditam. Above material nature is the position called Vasudev, of freedom from material contamination. Only in that position can only in that position can one perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. Thus, the Vasudeva condition fulfills a spiritual necessity. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. When one realizes Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he becomes most exalted. Paramatma, Vasudev, is situated in everyone's heart as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. The Lord says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam priyantite. To those, Krishna says, I will give understanding how you can come to me. But when? To those who are constantly devoted and who worship me with love. So Krishna will not give just like anybody. He will give intelligence to whom? Tesham satat yuktanam, who are doing satam. Satat means continuous. Yuktanam with great endeavor. Hai. They are doing what? Bhajatam. Bhajan means Sravanam Kirtanam, chanting Hare Krishna and hearing Krishna Katha. How? Not out of fear, out of fear of karma or sinful activity. Oh, I did so much this, that, oh, Krishna will. No, not out of fear, not out of duty also. Priti Purvakam, out of love. Out of love, they are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. How they are chanting? Out of love they are chanting. That love has to come when we chant Hare Krishna. And that's why we are saying how Krishna is not guiding me. I'm feeling any guidance, any help. How we will feel any help? Because we are not doing it out of love. We are doing out of fear, out of duty. We should do out of love. Preeti Purvakam is very clearly said in Bhagavad Gita. Chant Hare Krishna with Preeti Purvakam, with love. Like you love Krishna. With that love you chant. Like sometime a wife whose husband is gone somewhere for many years, he will chant. She will chant with that separation mood, her husband's name. That mood one should have while chanting Krishna's name. You know? Or another thing is this is explained by Dhritarashtra in the sixth canto. What kind of attitude we should have. So Dhritarashtra in the sixth canto is saying that when we chant Krishna's name, we should have that feeling. Like a wife whose husband is away for many years. She has that separation feeling. Like that we should have, we should chant. Or other way is saying that, like the kids of a bird, a small bird, they will wait with the eagerness that mother will come with some food. Now, whole day they will wait there. With that mood, one should chant. So, this is the idea that one should worship Krishna. For if at all any good can be done, it can be done only by Krishna. Okay. So those who are constantly devoted and who worship me with love, I give them understanding. Krishna is saying, whom I will give understanding? Who are chanting my name, Bhajatam, my name, how? Satatam, continuously, Yuktanam, with great devotion, with great determination, and Preeti Purvakam, with great love. Three things. Continuously, they should chant Krishna's name with determination, because one may not feel to chant, but he should have determination that I will chant, and put the love there, affection, preeti. Okay. Then Krishna will guide you how you should go ahead into life. Okay. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriday se Arjun Tishtiti, the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart to Arjuna. Bhuktaram Yagyatapsam Sarvlok Maheshwaram Surdam Sarvabhutanam Yatmam Shantam. The sage who knows me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities. Suhurdam, Krishna is well-wisher, friend for everyone. Sarvabhutanam. If person understands this, he attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. So whenever, so nobody, material family member, relative cannot give us peace. Who can give peace? Krishna. So whenever one is perplexed, let him take shelter of the lotus feet of Vasudeva, Krishna, who will give the devotee intelligence to help him surpass all difficulties and return home back to Godhead. Krishna will guide us. Right? He will give us intelligence how we can go back to him. Okay. Kashyap Muni advised his wife to seek shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudeva Krishna, so that all her problems would be very easily solved. Thus, Kashyap Muni was an ideal spiritual master. You know, who is a real ideal spiritual master who gives this direction that go and serve Krishna. He was not so foolish that he would present himself as an exalted personality as well as God. Now, he's not saying, oh, very nice, you have come to me, I will give you everything. He's not saying like that. He's saying, Are, you should not come to me, you should go to Krishna. Krishna can give you. This is the right approach. This is right guru, bona fide guru, who says that Krishna can give us. I am servant of God. Okay. So he was actually a bona fide because he advised his wife to seek shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudeva. He's not saying, oh, right, you come to me, I will solve your problem. No. Saying, Are, what is this? You should serve Krishna. So this is the right bona fide guru. If Guru said, you come and serve me, then it's not that. He will then say you serve Krishna. But disciples' duty is also to serve Guru. That's disciple duty. Okay. So one who trains his subordinate or disciple to worship Vasudeva is the truly bona fide spiritual master. Who is saying, who is there? Because nowadays there are some gurus. They will say, I am only God. You serve me. But bona fide guru will say, I am not God. I can never become God. I am only servant of Krishna. Krishna is God. And you can never become God. I can never make you God. I can make you only servant of Krishna because I am servant of Krishna. He is a bona fide guru. Kashyap Muni did not falsely declare himself to be Jagat Guru. Although he actually was Jagat Guru because he advocated the cause of Vasudeva. Actually, Vasudeva is Jagat Guru as clearly stated here. Vasudevam Jagat Guru. One who teaches the instruction of Vasudeva, Bhagavad Gita, is as good as Vasudevam Jagat Guru. So actually, Jagat Guru is Krishna. Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. Here it says Vasudevam Jagat Guru. So who is Jagat Guru? Krishna. And a person who further repeats the message or forwards the message of Krishna can also be considered as Jagat Guru. So Krishna's message is Bhagavad Gita. The person who is teaching Bhagavad Gita or spreading Bhagavad Gita to many people can also be considered as Jagat Guru. But that's why Prabhupada, we call him Jagat Guru, Srila Prabhupada. So, but when one who does not teach this instruction as it is, declaring the Jagat Guru, he is teaching the public. But some people are not teaching Krishna's message as it is, but they are teaching Krishna's message adulterated manner. And some changes they will do, their own things they will do. They are not Jagat Guru, but they are cheaters. Krishna is Jagat Guru and one who teaches the instruction of Krishna as it is. As Krishna says, similarly we should teach on behalf of Krishna may be accepted as Jagat Guru. One who manufactures his own theories cannot be accepted. He becomes Jagat Guru falsely. Okay. So as it is, we should learn. As it is, we should teach. So that's why we are also trying to go through line by line so that we don't divert. Line by line, we read what is being taught, and that's what we are explaining. Okay. So connecting to this, okay, I wanted to complete 21 shloka, but which is connecting to this, but it's already late. So we will do tomorrow 21. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna. Shri Bhagavati Jai. Any feedback, any question, comment, you can say now, or you can share in the group. I humbly request that feedbacks you can give in group also, or you can ask question also in the group. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Shri Bhagavati Jai. You can ask any question if you have now. Okay, no question. Okay, then thank you so much. Hare Krishna.